Fellow citizens of the world, today I want to talk to you, lovers of football. I am Mark Bareta, and I am from the former British Southern Cameroons, what you guys often called the Anglophone region of Cameroon. But we are two different people, abandoned by Great Britain more than 60 years ago. Since 2016, our people from the former British Southern Cameroons have been engaged in a war with French Cameroon that colonized us. I'm going to spare you the history, and I ask you all to go research the war between Cameroon and what is now called as Ambazonia. Today is the 24th of November in the year of our Lord 2022. And today, Cameroon is engaging in a football match. Football is a sport of peace. Football is a sport of justice. And football is an opportunity where nations across the world, activists, and people who want justice are calling for peace to reign. As we speak, Cameroon has engaged in a lot of burning, more than 60,000 people in British Southern Cameroon, what is now called as Ambazonia, has been murdered. Parents have been burnt alive. Children have been buried. A lot of untold suffering. And today, this country is engaged in a football match where none of their players, as we've seen with other countries, have used the opportunity to call for justice, to call for negotiations, to call for the end of the war. I know you citizens of the world, you are football lovers, and you may have been aware that the so-called Cameroon is a football nation. But today, I want you to join me to raise our voices to help the people of the former British Southern Cameroons. Just like how you stood for the defense of Ukraine, you must stand for the defense of the people of the former British Southern Cameroons known as Ambazonia. So today, I'm going to do something very symbolic and something very serious, because Cameroon is engaged in a football match, and we must use this opportunity to call the barbarism, to call the killings, and to call for the genocide that Cameroon is engaged in our people. Burning communities, burning villages, burning hospitals, attacking schools, killing children, killing mothers, and what have you. Today, as Cameroon engaged in within 1 hour time in a football match, there is no way we as people of Ambazonia, we are going to stay silent. We will use the FIFA football event to call out Paul Biya, the genocidal president of the world, the oldest president in the world and in Africa. So today I'm going to do something very symbolic, because this flag, known as the Cameroon flag, this flag, I'm going to stand on the flag to show my disapproval. We cannot in any circumstances support this flag, because these colors represent the country that has murdered my people, that has killed my people. And you football lovers of the world, I'm calling upon you to raise your voice, to call on French Cameroon government, to call on the French Cameroon forces to leave our land. So I'm going to burn this flag, because this flag is a shame. This flag has been involved in the killing of my people, and this flag has no respect. The flag has no respect, and I'm going to burn this flag. The burning of this flag is to show the world that we don't respect this a country that has been engaged in the killing of my people. This flag has done a lot of terrible things in our land, and so we are going to burn it to ashes. We're going to burn it to ashes. So I'm calling on the United Nations, every part of the world, to stand for our people, to call on French Cameroon government to stop the genocide in our land, to call on Mr. Paul Biya to engage in meaningful negotiations to stop the war going on in our land. I'm calling on the United Nations, on African Union, on all footballers, people who love peace, all the activists who've stood and defended Ukraine. It's time for you to stand for the people of former British Southern Cameroon. This war has been ongoing since 2016, and the world has been conspicuously silent because probably we are black skinned, probably we are from Africa, but all lives do matter. So people of the world, join me today to call this team. This team cannot be allowed to play for the Republic of Cameroon because it is a genocidal government. I've promised myself on the 3 matches that French Cameroon will be playing, I will come out to burn this flag, to call on you, to raise the awareness that it is time for the world to stand up and to stand up against Paul Biya. Thank you. Again, my names are Bareta. I'm an activist of the people of Ambazonia, what we call the former British Southern Cameroon. Thank you.